Ooh, welcome to Titus Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is March the 18th, I believe. March the 18th, 2026. We're going to be talking about NXT. Oh, I got the burps. Because we got interesting things happen here. With Ricky Saints, Ethan Page, Joe Hendry, Tony D'Angelo, even Booker T. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy about my 2K26 because, ladies and gentlemen, I finally downloaded everybody from my list. I finished my last 3. I might download more people, but it's not going to be a big giant list. There's 2 guys I want to get is Chris Bay. For some reason, somebody using a Chris Bay picture turned into Trey Carter. I don't know who that is, but I want a Chris Bay and a Trey Miguel because they have his finishing move in the game. And I can't get Trey Miguel because nobody made him. Can somebody make him on the Xbox, please? Because I would like to know about... but I want to see Trey Miguel. I want to do his finishing move. Somebody made a really good Desmond Xavier and a Wesley. I didn't know about this, but Wesley was supposed to be in 2K26 on the early days when 2K26 was supposed to come out, but they scrapped it. I did not know about that. But ladies, like I said, I am excited for the DLCs. I'm hoping that we get a lot of different things, like, I don't know if everybody did the tiers. I know I did because I paid for it. But I don't know if everybody did the tiers, but there's, you could get some taunts from the island. You could get some things from the island. But I'm wondering, there's a whole bunch of arenas that they could use. I wonder if they're going to put some good arenas. Not just some random indie wrestling arenas. I don't know any indie wrestling ones, but I'm hoping we get like a AAA, the weekly show that happens on every Friday or Saturday. Is it Friday or Saturday? Something like that. I think it's after SmackDown. Oh, and I want to have Evolve Arena because they got everything for Evolve. They got the everything for it. Like the theme song, the logos. Well, they don't have the logo. For some reason they don't have the logo. But how you edit your shows, they have the nameplate, they have everything else. It's just no arena and no championship belts. So I'm hoping that we get those ones on the next DLC. My question is, because of remember they said there's a WrestleMania pack, and there's a pack that's happening in April with the Demolition and Kelly. Are those going to be all together in that one ringside pass? Because there's 2 packs. I spit. There's 2 packs that's happening in April. But why would you do 2 separate ones if you're going to do a ringside pass and you need to figure out what you're going to do with all these guys, or with all these ringside passes, because you can't just put 4 wrestlers and then 2 championship in arenas. People paid a lot of money for to get these ringside passes that you don't have to pay for them. You got the season pass. You don't want just those guys and then 2 random arenas and 2 random championships. You need to put more things in there, like moves or taunts, things from the island, or persona cards. I know they said they will put persona cards, but you need to put a lot in there because the first one, all the legends that is in the base game was in the free tier, but the second one won't have a free tier. It's a premium a tier. It's only those things, and the only things that you just mentioned is the DLCs, the wrestlers. And you said championships, you said arenas, but you had like a whole bunch of things for the first one. I'm hoping there's a whole bunch of things in the second one. I don't know what else they're going to do. And the third one, fourth one, fifth, and sixth. I wonder how they're going to do these things. I'm hoping there's no celebrities. Well, they can't because they said there's only 4 wrestlers. But they could put extras. I'm hoping they don't put extras, and that's not celebrities. I'm hoping not. I'm hope not is no celebrities. I'm okay with only Jelly Roll. Because he had a match, and now he's part of the WWE still. He's doing stuff. He's going to be on this Friday with Kit Wilson. Right? Kit Wilson? He said he's going to call out him? I think it's Kit Wilson. Am I wrong about that? Or was it The Miz? I think it's Kit Wilson. But he is still part of the WWE. He had a match. It's not like Jalen or Tyreek. They didn't have a match. They had to stare down in the ring, but they didn't have a match. Shaquille O'Neal had a match at WrestleMania 32. That's like years later. Why he's not in the other games? Because he was in WrestleMania 32. And he was in AEW. So yeah, I don't know about those guys, but even the Toxic Table guys or the Pat McAfee friends, they haven't been wrestled. They didn't show up once to in a ring. So I'm hoping it's just Jelly Roll because he actually wrestled. I don't know if he's going to actually have good wrestling moves. Because every time they put celebrities in, they always have good wrestling moves. I don't know about Jelly Roll. Because I know he does a black hole slam. He did that, and maybe there's going to be a couple of punches. There's going to be a couple of new things. It's just, he didn't really do much in that SummerSlam match. Like, new things. I remember when they did the Toxic Table guys. We got the coffin drop. We got Will Ospreay's moves. We got a whole bunch of things. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. But, yeah, that's going to happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about NXT. I don't know what we're going to get on those DLCs, but I'm hoping we get it soon. I know it's somewhere in April, but is it? They said before WrestleMania. Is it the beginning of April or April 6th? Because that's when the game comes out, or April 13th when the world got it, or would it be like the same week of WrestleMania? Like, let's say, because they said the 18th and the 19th of WrestleMania. I want to say, like, the 15th? Something like that, because it's before WrestleMania. I just wish it was, like, before a PLE. That's what I'm hoping. Every DLC before a PLE. Imagine that. I would like that. Because they have PLEs every month, and I don't care if it's main roster or NXT or AAA. Imagine before those, we get DLCs. Because the WrestleMania one is before WrestleMania. I'm making myself hurt my throat here. If you guys want to know how my workout's doing, I'm doing well. I've been trying to do, my idea is to weigh myself every Friday. So we're going to work out, I'm going to work out, not we. I'm going to work out every single day. I'm going to try to work out every single day because my gym is public. So sometimes I won't be able to use the gym because there's somebody else using it. I'm not going to tell them to get off. So yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to be a jerk and not let them use it because they were down there before me. So why would I do that? So I'm going to try to make sure that I work out every single day, if I can. Because yesterday I didn't do my weights because some other person was using it. So I'm not going to kick them off. I did the bike thing for 20 minutes. I know, even my brother said, people does it for an hour. Guys, I haven't done a lot of workout in my years. I don't know that much about working out. I'm doing 20 minutes every single day. I remember the first time I tried to do this bike thing, I almost got myself a heart attack. I was about to collapse. And I feel like I have more energy that actually could do 20 minutes every single day now. That's what I need. That I actually have the strength, the energy that I actually could do 20 minutes. Like maybe next month will be 30 minutes. Or in 2 months. And in another 2 months will be 40 minutes. I'm going to try to make levels happen, but I'm not doing an hour right away. Right? Why would I do that? I do a couple of weights. My brother said do 3 sets of 6. That's what I do. I don't know how the weight machine works, but I put on 4 on each side, the pin looking thing. I put on 4 on each side. I don't know how much that is. I was thinking maybe 40. I don't know if it counts by 5s or 10s. But yeah, that's what I do. I put everything on 40s and then lift it up and do my 3 sets of 6. And I've been doing this like almost 2 months now. Almost 2 months. I think it has been 2 months. When did I start doing it? I know I started like in January. End of January? Somewhere in January 20th, something like that. And it's almost March 20th, something like that. So yeah, it's almost 2 months that I've been doing these things. So yeah. I'm not showing you guys the weigh-ins. I'm not comfortable with that. If anyone wants to put comment on that, I'm going to tell you. I'm not doing that. I know some people who does it, but I'm not doing that. I'm telling you guys about my workouts because sometimes it might be my video might come late because I worked out, I'm sore or tired. Because of that, that's why I'm telling you guys that it could be the reason, or I'm sick, something like that, or I just be late. One of those is one of the reasons. So yeah, I hope you guys understand that I am not comfortable of doing my the weigh-ins and showing you guys my weigh-ins. I'm not that big. I'm not that big. It's just I'm not comfortable of doing it. So, yeah, I'm not putting that on my video, but I will tell you guys that my workout is doing fine. I'm not overdoing myself. I see a lot of people lifting whole bunch and they're trying to get abs or muscles. I'm just trying to get myself some energy because the whole reason of me working out is not because I look fat. I know I'm a little chubby. I know that. But I had this leg injury, not leg injury, but I had my leg hurt. Every time I bend it, it hurts. So I thought maybe it's just too stiff because I sit on my chair too long. So maybe moving it around, it will stop hurting. Or get it some energy. Maybe it doesn't have that much energy because I'm just sitting around all day. So I'm trying to get me some time to move it around. That's why I'd use the treadmill. I do the bike to move my leg around. And it feels like it's working because I don't have a lot of pain in my leg now. I actually could bend it and it doesn't hurt very much. So it works. It's just that's why I'm doing it because I want energy in my body. Because I understand that, oh, Tyler, you're supposed to do this when you're in your teenagers, younger, stuff like that. I understand that, but everybody be's lazy. Everybody's a lazy person. So, I'm not doing this to get abs. I'm still eating bad. I'm eating grease. I'm eating fattening things. I'm drinking pop still. But still, I am trying to just get myself energy. Make myself sweat, lose some calories. Every time I eat something, every time I drink something that has calories, I will just burn it off. That's what I'm doing. If you guys want to know, there you go. But ladies and gentlemen, we got some NXT. We are 14 minutes, almost 15 minutes in the video. And now we're going to talk about 2K26 and my workout. So let's talk about NXT. Ladies and gentlemen, the WWE, the NXT Universe, they celebrated Booker T. Because they were in Houston, Texas, the home of Booker T and his reality of wrestling. And he had some of his students with him that's in his wrestling school. And he had his family, Queen Charmel, and his 2 kids. And Big Joseph showed him a video package. We had a video package of Booker T. Why everybody adores Booker T. And then Big Joseph gave him a plaque. Because what he done. Because the guy been there for, he said, like 35 years, I think he said. 35, he been in this business. As a wrestler and a commentary, even general manager. So yeah, he been doing all this stuff. He's happy. And he wants to say thanks. But it got interrupted by Keanu Carver. He told the fans to shut up a lot. Because they booed him out of the building. And then Keanu Carver just attacks all the students of Booker T, just destroys them, and got in the ring and got to have a stare down with Booker T until Jasper Troy comes out and brawls with Keanu Carver and saves Booker T. Because remember, Jasper Troy is one of the students he's the winner of the LFG, and his coach was Mr. Booker T. So now the question is, did Jasper Troy turn good now because he saved somebody? I think Booker T's supposed to be a bad guy heel commentator. Because I don't know, because he's cheering for everybody. He cheers for Joe Hendry. He cheers for Fatal Influence. I don't know what it is. But does that mean Jasper Troy is a good guy? Because he was a bad guy. Like last week when he lost that triple threat match. I don't know. We heard that Shawn Legacy says he got injured after the triple threat match he had with Keanu Carver and Eli Knight. I think it was Eli Knight. When he had that triple threat match with those two, he said he injured himself. I guess he hurt his leg. And Eli Knight and Shawn's Legacy was supposed to be in this tag team tournament match to become the number one contender to the tag team titles. But Robert Stone told Eli Knight, you might have to forfeit. But Elio LaFleur is still trying to find a challenger for his championship. But he says, while I wait, I could be your tag team partner. So LaFleur is going to replace Shawn Legacy. Still amazing tag team. I would love to see these guys as a tag team. I love these guys. Since they made their debuts, I'm loving it. And they become a tag team? I can't wait. Ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Saints comes out to call out Joe Hendry because he won the tag team match. But remember, Ethan Page got the pin last week in that tag team match against Joe Hendry. So he called out Joe Hendry, and then Ethan Page comes out. And he did remind Ricky Saints that he pinned him, not you. And they still try and be like they're good friends and all that stuff. But they both want the same thing. But Ethan Page says, I don't want the North American title, but he does want to be a 2-time champion. And looks like he wants the NXT title. And Joe Hendry comes out and tries to ruin the tag team. The best friendship. Best friends. But, ladies and gentlemen, they're trying their soul best to work hard and not break the friendship between Ethan Page and Ricky Saints. They tried their best not to break it, but Joe Hendry wouldn't stop talking and trying to break up the team. And then they start saying, I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that. I beat you at Stand and Deliver. And then I beat you for the champion North American title. They're bickering on each other. And they say they both could beat Joe Hendry, and they want to prove it tonight. They attacked Joe Hendry, but Joe Hendry reversed everybody, and he took out everybody else. Tony D'Angelo got in the ring, spears the living hell of Joe Hendry, and then Spinebusters. Spinebusters, Ricky Saints, and Ethan Page. And we heard Ethan Page kind of put Ricky Saints in this match, that Ricky Saints will have a match with Tony D'Angelo next week. Speaking of next week, we need a number contender to the North American title. there's going to be a Gauntlet Eliminator match for the No One Contenders match. But who's in it? Robert Stone says he needs to find wrestlers to be in this Gauntlet match. Will we see some TNA guys? Because we haven't seen any TNA guys. Or AAA guys. Since Robert Stone been the interim general manager, we haven't seen any TNA guys. Every time with Ava, we always see TNA guys. Or AAA guys. Where the hell are they? Freaking Ariana Grace is holding their title, but we're not having any TNA stars coming in and trying to take the title from them. Like, hello, I thought they have a partnership. I think we saw Dr. Wenger on SmackDown. Why the hell we don't see anyone on NXT? William Regal says he will talk to Shawn Michaels for Robert Stone to make it permanent as a general manager for Robert Stone. Because he thinks that Robert Stone is doing a good job. So let's get to the first match, ladies and gentlemen. We got Jacy Jayne defending her women's championship against Zarya and Saruka in a triple threat match. Pretty decent match. I enjoyed it. But the winner of that match is still the champion was Jacy Jayne. I had an egg sandwich and I'm drinking my pop here. It's making me burp. Sorry for being disgusting. Excuse me. But because of why Jacy Jayne won this match, Jacy Jayne and Saruka was in the ring, but Zarya was getting attacked by Fallon Henley and Laney Reed, so she was focused on those two, and Jacy Jayne pins Saruka because Zarya did an F5 outside the ring, throws her back in the ring, and then Fallon Henley and Laney Reed attacked Zarya, made sure that she wasn't focused onto Saruka getting the pin. So Jacy Jayne gets the pin. After the F5, Jacy Jayne wins the title. She retains. And she's going to stand and deliver. We have the Los Americanos, all three of them, Rayo, Bravo, and El Grande, will be versing the Swipe Right guys, the Vanity Project, Jackson Drake, Brad Baylor, and Ricky Smokes. Pretty decent six-man tag team match. I enjoyed it, but the winner of that match was the Americanos. But Jackson Drake is defending his title tonight on Tubi at Evolve against some guy I don't know because I stopped watching Evolve. If you guys Evolve, not Evolve, Evolve. If you guys know, they got a new general manager named Tiffany Thatcher. My God, I don't know how to say words anymore. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know who he's defending the title against. What's his name again? Something Roke? Alex Roke? Something like that? I have no idea. I haven't watched Evolve very much. We got Ren Sinclair versus Fallon Henley for the Women's Speed title. It was a pretty decent match. It was okay because it was a speed title. There was time limit. So they were going fast. There wasn't a lot of crazy moves. But the winner of that match and your new WWE Women's Speed Champion, Ren Sinclair, wins her first ever championship. Almost said Women's Championship. She wins her first ever title. The sad part, Kendall Gray vacated her Evolve Women's Championship to try to get the NXT Women's Championship. That sucks for her. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Uriah Connors, Lexis King, Stax, Ariana Grace, Charlie Dempsey, their faction has a name called Birthright because they're all third generations or second generations, except for Stax. Because he's married to Santino's daughter, or not married. Not married, right? I don't think they're married. They're fiancés. That's what they are. Why am I forgetting that? But yeah, they were fiancés, so maybe that's why. Well, we got Birthright versus Hank and Tank in the No One Contenders tournament match to start off the tournament. Birthright wins the match. Good job for them. Because Alexis King got himself squashed by Hank and Tank. And there was a sneaky tag for Uriah Connors, and he got to roll up in, he gets the win. I guess this is helping him very better than with Chase U, because he actually wins a match. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Tatum Paxley versus Izzy Dane for the Women's North American title inside the steel cage. Brandy's a match, but the winner of the match and still the North American champion was Tatum Paxley. And then Blake Moreau comes out of the stage flooring, like there was a hatch, and she pulls down Tatum Paxley in this hole and starts kissing the dang title. So I guess Blake Moreau wants the North American title. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow for AEW results. Because we had AEW Revolution. What they're going to do with Hangman? Because he can't go for the world title ever again. That's all I mean today. Tell us out. Bye!